Hi Michael, how have you been finding life at Home Park?
It's been good so far. I mean, settling in each day, so I'm liking it.
And there was talk of you coming in the summer. How close were you to actually coming here in the summer?
It was so close, so close. I almost came on the deadline day, but it was a hard decision to make in the end. So finally, I'm here. So I don't really want to talk about the past right now.
No, absolutely. But what was it that attracted you about Argyle?
I mean, from my personal experience, I always want to go to a club that I feel very, very welcome. And yeah, what they showed me in the summer, I felt like I should be here. And I didn't think twice when they came a few weeks ago. So, I mean, yeah, I was supposed to be here. So now I'm here.
Absolutely. And I mean, you were obviously always on their radar. They remained on your radar as well, did they, over the last 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because there have been other clubs, but they were so desperate for me, so I had to accept and be here.
Now, you started at Brentford on Saturday. How was that for you?
I was a mix of feeling, I would say. A challenge was accepted at that moment. I had to show my qualities and I had to be present, and I was happy also to have a debut with the win. So it was a good one for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And Liverpool coming in the next round?
Yeah, looking forward to.
I'm sure you are, because Liverpool come here about once every 10 years if we're lucky, I suppose. So you've timed it absolutely perfectly from that point of view.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a dream come true to play also against one of my childhood teams, So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Were they one of the teams you supported as a boy then?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah, you never walk alone.
There you go. What can Argyle fans look forward to seeing from you in particular?
I mean, I try to do my best each and every day, so they should expect a good performance, and also like wins, because that's what we need right now. So personally, I'm thinking of how to get better as a person and also to help the team as soon as possible. So yeah, it's a big task, and right now that's the focus right now, just to win games and try to do my best each and every game.
And so far, they've started you right up top. Is that your favourite position, or do you like to play a little bit deeper, or are you just happy to be on the pitch?
Yeah, happy to be on the pitch once, and also the last months I've been playing as a false nine, and it's not a big difference. But I mean, there's a new manager now, so I have to see what will happen in a couple of weeks. But yeah, he knows best, so I'm also ready to help the team, so it doesn't matter.
And how have you found the new manager?
Quite good. I mean, he's experienced has worked with a lot of good players, so for me, I have to be humble and keep learning, because in the end, I will be better, he will be better. So I'm looking forward to work more years with him.
Brilliant. Best of luck. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Hello, Michael. Welcome to Plymouth.
You.
Wish you all the very best while you're at the football club.
Thank you.
You are the club record signing, the most expensive player that Argyle have ever bought. How does that make you feel?
I mean, one, you have to feel special about it, and also you have to think about the demands the people will be expecting from you. So for me, yeah, one way I could feel the pressure, but in the end, it's football. So if I can show my qualities and help the team, it wouldn't count. Getting 3 points matters the most. So yeah, it's a big thing, but also brings a lot of responsibilities. So I'm ready for it, and yeah.
Alan mentioned to you about the Liverpool FA Cup game, which is obviously going to be talked about a lot, but Argyle staying in the Championship is the most important thing. You have some big games coming up against teams like Burnley, Sunderland, West Bromwich Albion. How much are you looking forward to the challenge of playing in the Championship?
I mean, my debut, I played against a Premier League side, so yeah, playing against a Championship club also, I have to keep working hard, and I know every game is different. So for me, try to listen to the manager and help the team as much as possible, because in the end, it's 90 minutes that you can't change, so to make it happen during the game, I have to do my best, and in the end, we'll see. But to stay in the championship is the big target right now.
What do you think of your new teammates? What are they like as people and as players?
I mean, the very first moment I arrived is with the open arms, so I feel welcome the very first minute, and it doesn't even feel like I've been here weeks. It's like I've been here for a longer time. So, yeah, we're gonna have some great time together. So I'm looking forward.
That's good to hear. And one last one for me. You've also seen the fans up at Brentford, and then here on Tuesday night. You know, how much do you think you're going to enjoy playing in front of the Green Army, the fans?
I wish they could be at our training grounds right now. I mean, it's they've shown a great support the first game, and at home also you could see the passion they have. I mean, it brings a lot of energy to me, and they play a big role. So in the end, I have to give back with their good performance and hard work and win games. So looking forward to work with them the next days.
Thank you for coming to see us. Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Hi Michael, I'm Jackie from ITV West Country. Chris has just asked you about the fans. On Tuesday night, how was it when you ran out onto the pitch and heard, you know, the roar from the Green Army?
In Brentford, I felt it really like much, but then at Home Park, it was different. It was really different. I mean, you could see people like so passionate about the club, and you feel special, you know, to run on the pitch, and you can't wait to just give it back to them with performances. So, yeah, it was a good feeling.
That's incredible, and you know, I suppose it gives you a little extra boost.
Yeah. I mean, when we scored, make it 1-1, you could hear the stadium shaking. So, I mean, I can't wait to have such great moments together in the near future. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Welcome to Plymouth.
Thank you.
An abiding image of you, Michael, will be you kissing the badge and the Ghanaian flag that you carried from that FA Cup. It meant a lot to you, didn't it?
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't see it coming. I like to see someone with my flag already just on the first game. So I felt special, and I was so touched with it. So to pick it up also and cheer with the crowd, celebrate with them, it's something big. You know, it happens once a while. So it's a big thing for me, and I have the flag at home. So
oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it.
So somebody will want that back probably.
Yeah.
The other side of that was you talked about the fans' passion, but the fans feed off your passion. So when they saw that, I know somebody from Ghana very, very well, and he's now become a Plymouth Argyle supporter overnight, I think, just because he saw you, you know. But so that it works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, because we need them, they need us. So it's something we just have to enjoy each other, because it goes so fast. Like I said, maybe I'm here in 2-3 years, maybe I'm not here, you never know. But every moment has to be special, because in the end, you're going to think back and be like, okay, I had a great time here. So
yeah, it's all about the experience and the people you meet along the way.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. Good luck as well.
Thank you.
Right, Miron, let's start with the game coming up on Saturday. Queen's Park Rangers, what are you expecting from them?
Another tough game. I think a strong opponent. Everything I saw so far in the analyze was structured, organized, clear patterns in the build-up, clear patterns how they also progress with three target player. I know him back also from Belgium when he used to play for Antwerpen. Very structured, also out of possession. Looks like a 4-diamond 2. So that's a huge task. But we are very much also looking forward to show that we can also face them, we can challenge them, and we want to take also the next step.
How much further have you managed to get with getting your ideas through to the players? Because I'm guessing you've still only had, 2 training sessions with them now?
There I'm very, very calm and relaxed, because those things won't come overnight. I don't want to force it. I said it also, or I mentioned it also several times to the lads, it's about simplicity first, and then we can work on the quality, clarity. Then we'll then we are able to improve step by step, and we will also improve step by step. I saw already some very good things the first game after just a tactical session or one tactical session. So right now our time is limited to work with each other due to the heavy schedule with the games, but we will also have time or a week where we can actually prepare some things. But in the meantime, we are not throwing away sessions. We are using the days in between, and I'm very, very pleased what I saw the last 2 days. Especially yesterday was a recovery day for the starters, but the non-starters, yeah, they wanted to show us they are ready and we can count on them, and I like this.
Where are you at now with Conor Hazard? Is he likely to be available for Saturday?
Still doubtful. So we are still, playing against the time. But I want to be very on his decision. It's impossible for us to think only short term, because if we think only game by game, we will lose players for weeks and months, and this is something we clearly cannot afford, because it's a very important player for us. So I will use him only if he's able to play on 100%, and if there are no risks for later, because again, it's not about 1 or 2 games, it's about staying up after the last game.
Absolutely. I've seen the video on social media of you speaking to the players for the first time in here, 2 or 3 days ago. I believe it's got somewhere in the region of 4 million hits, something like that. You must be amazed by that, are you?
Not actually, because I don't care about the things that happen outside. This was not my intention. My intention was to speak to the team and to show them a frame, how I like to work, but also to show them what kind of person I am and what I want to give and I want to also receive. And that was my main thought or my main message. And the message was strictly for this room. But we have, in this meantime, all those guys here with 75 cameras, and so actually nothing can stay inside. But I was not afraid to share this. This is who we are, and that's okay.
Now, obviously, you've come in at a very busy time. We're midway through the January transfer window now. How are things progressing on that side of things?
Mm-hmm. Busy. I guess the same for every club. I think if you see it throughout the Europe, panic is everywhere in January, but that's something we don't need. We have to be very, very smart in our decision making and take also our time. It's not about just rushing to get players inside. It's about picking the right player who fits to Argyle, who fits to the locker room, who fits also to the style of play we are playing and we want to play. So we have to take our time, but of course we are busy like everyone else.
Yeah, I take your point about taking your time. You're not expecting anybody in through the door in the next few days, though. Then, by the sound of it.
I don't know how fast Jimmy can move, but I think we have a good lineup already for Saturday, and then let's see.
Brilliant. Thank you, Miron.
Cheers.
Get on, Miron.
Walk out.
I will type this immediately somewhere. I'll make a tattoo or something just to get on.
Obviously, a lot of the signings that Argyle would like to make would have been drawn up before you came to the club. How much input will you have in the signings that do come to the football club?
I think that's important to share the information between the head of recruitment, the scouts, and all the guys who are spending a lot of times to find the right profile, and also to clear communication with the manager, because there are always ideas and there are a million ways to play football. Everyone has his own style. And we want to make sure that we can get the right profile in terms of personality, character, but also in terms of the physical demands we're gonna have for the next weeks, months, and years, and also the technical, tactical approach. So this is a long process and a long journey. And I think our recruitment department prepared already some interesting profiles, and then we have just also to pick the right one for us. But especially in January, you really have to pick the right ones, and not just going out to throw away some millions just to get players in. So we can get players in. We want the right player for this project.
It seems like every transfer window that comes around, Morgan Whittaker gets linked with going to other clubs, and it's already happened again in this transfer window. Yeah. How important a player is he, do you think, to the team? How much do you want to keep him at the club this transfer window?
No, it's not about how much I want to keep him for the club. It's about also what's the best for Morgan. And I think he's a fantastic football player. He's the player who can have one individual moment and decide the game for us. That's quality. Normally those guys cost also a lot of money. I think the Brentford goal was just that's what you get with Morgan. He can, with one action, just finish the game for you or kill the opponent. And that makes him just super interesting, I think, for a lot of other clubs. And I think he's ambitious enough to also realize that if he wants to take the next step. So I don't mind. I like players who have the ambitions, and we will see then what's the best for Morgan and what's the best for us. So right now I consider him fully as an Argyle player and as a squad player. Everything I saw so far over the last 3 or 4 or 5 days, very professional. So not one talk between us was about moving or transfer. It was about being ambition, achieving goals, what we can achieve right now. So I have a very, very good first impression of Morgan. I know it's busy for him because I think in the back room something is going on, but that's normal. If you have this quality and you are that kind of profile, it's just normal. But I think he's very, very professional and he can deal with that.
You've had lots of things to deal with since you came to the football club. I wondered about backroom staff. You've obviously got Nance and some people at the club already. Are you looking to bring people in? Are you close to bringing people in with you?
Yeah. We also there have to keep our eyes open to reinforce the stuff, because if we can reinforce the stuff, then we can go fully towards to the players to actually make them better, and this is what we want, and we are looking. And also there, it's not about just getting someone in; it's getting the best possible coaches for Argyle, the best possible coaches for our locker room, and I'm also very confident over the next couple of days we will also have progress over there.
Towards the end of the Oxford game, Brendan Galloway looked as though he was struggling. Has he got an injury? Is he a doubt for Saturday?
I think he's out for Saturday, and we will have then also, I think, even on Saturday, more confirmation, because there we'll have the MRI and the scan, and I think he will be out, yeah.
A hamstring injury, it looked like? Or?
It looks like, for me, like a hip or quadriceps, but we're going to have the confirmation on Saturday, and then we will publish it also.
And Cornell will definitely be out on Saturday? Cornell Such?
Yeah, but he will be out for the next, for the next 2 weeks. So I think he's going to miss the next 3 or 4 games, Cornell. But also there, a very nice profile. So it's a pity that we can't use him in this moment. But again, it's an injury. We are speaking about maybe 10 to 12 days, and he's already out for 5. So hopefully, very soon he will return.
You won't have many defenders available for Saturday, though, will you?
Yeah, I asked already Nance, can he also play a centre back? He told me he can play everything, so I don't believe him. That's for sure a position we are struggling with Brandon now out, with also Cornell not available, and I have to look for solutions inside our squad and inside our frames, and there are also solutions there.
One last one, Miron. Your family are in Austria. Can you talk to us about how that is going to work? Are they staying in Austria? If so, how are you going to see them? How do you stay in touch with them?
That will be, or that is the most difficult part for me. I love my job. I really love my job. So when I'm here, when I'm with the players, when I'm with the staff, when I'm here at Argyle, I feel like a fish in the water. It's very natural. I really love it. But when I come back to the apartment, then I realize that I missed something, that I'm empty, and that I'm alone. And I was also over 3 years alone in Bruges. I'm a family man. I'm married with my wife now in the next, it's actually in 12 days, for 21 years. And we have 3 kids together. Benjamin is 19, he's our oldest son. My daughter Leila, she's 14, and our youngest son Hamza, he's 7. They are on 3 different schools, and it's almost impossible. And I'm a head coach. I have a gypsy life, so it's football. We can move from 6 months here, 1 year over there, and I don't think it's also the best also for the kids. I think they need something to where they can settle down, where they grow up, finish the school and everything. It's that's by far the most difficult part, and hopefully with the next holidays for the kids, it should be around middle of February, they will arrive here the first time, so I can show them actually it looks prettier than Spain, so I'm looking forward.
What's your wife's name?
Excuse me?
What's your wife's name?
Ensada.
Well, you have to spell that for us, please.
Get on. Let's go, Rose, get on.
Miron, you said that you're alone, but you'll find that you're never alone in Plymouth. There'll be plenty of people that look out for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I realised that, yeah. Thank you.
He's just stolen my thunder. I was going to say, you've got a Plymouth family now, so and I think you met almost all of them on the train, either to or from Brentford at the weekend, and then saw them again on Tuesday. How was that when you came out and saw that at Home Park here?
Difficult to find the right word, the right adjective, what fits to this, because very emotional, very, very close, I felt, even when I did the analyze, I don't know why and how, I felt a connection to, okay, this could fit. But then when I met the people, then I was pretty sure, okay, this fits actually, because everything I get for them, I had it also inside me, so it was just a nice connection. And the last 3 days, I met them everywhere, and the most of the time I spent here at the training center, but also then going towers to the apartment. So I met them everywhere, and I said it many times. Good people, and I love good people. And the reception against Oxford, I think I will keep this for a lifetime, regardless if I'm staying here for 3.5 years or for 13 years. This moment I will keep for a lifetime, because it was just, blow me away almost. All this energy, all this warmth, all this love. And I'm only here for 3 days. Imagine what they're going to do after 3.5 years. So it was very special, and I'm very grateful for this.
I mean, people are very passionate about their football here in Plymouth, and they love the club, and they want to love you too, and it's great that you've had that welcome. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'm surprised Chrissy didn't mention it. Ryan Hardy, is he getting closer?
Yeah, I think he did everything he had to do yesterday. So it was a big session. I mentioned -3, so he did everything, and we get the green lights for Hardy. I think he's selectable, and I have also some plans for him.
It wasn't so long ago that you were a player, so do you empathise with these players that are injured? When a new manager comes in, you want to show your best and be at your best, and then if you get an injury, it's not great, is it?
For sure. I always try to put myself in their position, try to put myself in their shoes. Maybe that's why it's so easy for me to get close towers to the player, because I feel for them. I have to feel for them, because I have to know what is their inspiration, what is their motivation, and what also holds them down. So I can also try to find a way, or we as a staff to find a way, a good balance to pick them up. So of course it's not about, right now it's honeymoon, everybody wants to show his best. We want to make sure in 3 months we are still fighting for each other. We want to make sure in 6 months we still have the passion and the togetherness inside this team, because then this is sustainable. And if it's sustainable, we can be successful and it can work out. So our task as staff is just to keep this drive high, to keep this passion. The passion is inside the team, just on a daily basis there, and then we have all the chances to stay up. It will be a difficult challenge and challenging until the very last end, but that's okay. We will accept also this scenario, and we will try everything possible to turn it for us.
You're very much a people person, that's come across already. And it's nice to hear you talk, because you're a realist as well. You kept talking, you mentioned the word challenge a lot of times. We're not in the best position in the league, are we? I'm just trying to say, you're totally aware of that, aren't you? And
absolutely.
And how quickly people turn.
No, absolutely.
And football's a game, as Jackie's alluded to, is very passionate. So the fans are very passionate. So everyone wants to be going up the table, but most of all you, don't you?
For sure. I'm completely aware of the situation. When I also did my analyze, there have been a lot of things that was very negative towards to Argyle in terms of defensive structure, offensive line, offensive threat. So there's a reason why we are there where we are.
Yeah.
but there's also possibilities how you can turn this. And I'm not afraid of this, because it is a challenge and it will remain a challenge, but it's a beautiful challenge. And it still always is the game we love. So we are doing actually something we really, really love. And we are doing this in front of 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. We are all well paid also. So it's a privilege to be a football player. There's nothing we should be afraid. And I want to share this this view of our game. It is tough, no doubt. The situation is tough. I'm completely aware of this. But I was also very, very keen and very, very confident when I took this decision. It's a challenging one, but it's not impossible. And if I can maximize over the next weeks and months everything outside the squad, and I'm normally good at this, maximizing and getting everything out, we can do this. And that's the message also.
Last one from me. Did you do that as a player? And we know what you did at Bruges. You did take them from the bottom. But as a player, did you have that same hunger and drive as well?
I think hunger and drive, yes, but not the quality. Because I was, I think I had around 50 games in the second division of Austria.
Yeah.
So it will not blow you up my career. But I truly believe that regardless of your quality as a football player or division you may play, it's still the same love. You love football and you don't love football.
Yeah.
So if I have 50 games in the second division or 150 caps for England, it's still the same love. So, and I don't have a problem with that. I was always very competitive, always very, very, very challenging. Maybe it has something to do how I grew up. We became refugees 1992. I became refugee when I was 9 years old. So my whole life was some way struggling, but finding a way out. That's why I'm also sitting here. So the future, I'm not afraid looking forward.